Part 1. History and Origin. The Levi Trucker Jacket has roots going all the way back to 1905 with the Levi Type 1 Trucker Jacket, a boxy workwear piece for miners and railroad workers. Then in the 1950s, the Type 2 came out, cleaner with double pleats and 2 pockets. But in the 1970s, Levi launched the Type 3, or as it's better known, the Trucker Jacket. Actually, I'm not going to say it like that, that's for me, too much crotch. By the late 70s, Levi had added a Sherpa lining to the jacket. Perfect for ranchers and truck drivers who needed warmth without sacrificing utility and mobility. Basically, it's a jacket built for the sort of men who've never heard of a pumpkin spice latte and probably go home on a tractor. That copper, classic denim shell, plush faux shearling lining hit the perfect balance between utility and style. Part 2. Design, philosophy, and identity. The beauty of the Sherpa Trucker is its simplicity. It doesn't try to be technical, outerwear, raw, honest. Just like the frontiersmen who used to presumably wear it in America. The design has stayed west unchanged in recent decades. Short body, structured shoulders, cropped waist, and metal buttons. Hard, like the men from America who used to wear them. Levi's didn't reinvent the wheel, they perfected it. Part 3. Technical specifications. Now let's get into the build. As far as I could tell, there are 2 versions of the Sherpa Jacket. One is a Levi Premium, which this one is, and the other's a standard Levi Sherpa Jacket, which comes in a little cheaper than the one we're looking at today. As far as the outer fabric is concerned, most Sherpa jackets are made from 100% cotton denim. They're available with various washes, so you get indigo to soft to stone washed, and you also get some corduroy versions as well. Some modern versions also include a little bit of elastane for stretch. Now, the lining, the body and collar, is made of a faux shearling polyester lining, so it's soft and insulating. And these sleeves are made of a quilted polyester like this, which helps keep them nice and warm when the weather's a bit cold. As for the hardware, you got metal shank buttons, sort of poppers, and those go down the middle on the cuffs and on the waist. There is also some popper buttons so that you can tighten up the line of the waist a little bit. As far as pockets, you've got 2 chest pockets at the front. And you've also got an inner pocket as well. And then at the front here, you've also got 2 hand warmer pockets, which I believe the Type 1 never got any hand pockets. So I would say that's probably an improvement on the design. Part 4. Comfort and performance. So, as for the fit, Levi calls this the trucker fit, so it's slightly fitted through the shoulders and chest, but it's shorter through the body. For reference, I'm about 83 kilos, which for our friends across the pond is about 183 pounds, and I'm about 6 foot or 180 centimeters. Now, a lot of the reviews I've seen for the Sherpa Jacket are generally done by guys with the physique of the sort of praying mantis, and luckily for them, almost everything clothes-wise looks great on them. So I'm trying to do the guys built like me a bit of a solid by showcasing how it looks on a kind of moderately average frame. So, you're welcome, guys. Now, after trying on both the medium and the large, it took me a while to decide which size to go with. The medium looked really good, fitted perfectly, and the length was spot on, but anything more than a t-shirt or a thin flannel shirt underneath, and just for reference, I tried a wool jumper on the medium, and it starts to look a little bit tight, as well as kind of restricting movement, sort of laterally. On that basis, I ended up opting for the large. This is a large, because I intend to use it as an autumn winter jacket, so I wanted to be able to layer it underneath. But the eagle-eyed will have noticed that I've had to roll up the cuff one fold, because for me, the cuffs were just a little too long. But thankfully, the stitching's actually quite nice, so I think I can just about pull it off. I like to have the cuffs sitting right at the wrist or slightly above them and not around my hands. It's just a taste thing, and possibly due to my arms being kind of, as I said, proportional to a Tyrannosaurus Rex. I needed to roll them that way. What I will say is if you're going to be layering, which you probably will because you're going to be using it in autumn and winter, definitely size it up. You can get it in classic blue, you can get it in black, you can get it in corduroy. There's quite a few different versions, all under the kind of Sherpa Jacket family, but this is kind of the classic craft line, I'd say probably mid-wash. So this is the one I went for just because I think it's quite versatile. I know a lot of people think the black version's really versatile, but to be honest, I don't really wear a lot of black. I barely have any black clothes. So yeah, I went with this classic. Part 5. Style and versatility. Yeah, the Sherpa Jacket is an absolute style chameleon. Looks across decades, cross outfits. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. It's never gonna be like really small. You can smart casual it up with chinos and a roll neck sweater, for example. That really classic kind of American outfit vibe, you just wear a white t-shirt, jeans, some boots, maybe Chelsea boots, or something a bit more substantial. If you want to go for that kind of streetwear look, stick it over a hoodie, cargo pants, sneakers. I personally wouldn't put it over cargo pants, just because, that's my age. I think guys my age should be wearing cargo pants. But because it's cropped, it kind of layers well, especially with the longer shirts and sweatshirts. And unlike winter coats, you can wear it inside without overheating. That's why kind of it's a go-to like traveling or evenings out. I mean, basically, it is one of Levi's versatile jackets. That makes you look like you put a lot of effort into an outfit, even if you didn't. So on that basis, the Sherpa Jacket is an absolute winner. Part 6. Value and longevity. In terms of pricing, The Levi Sherpa Jacket in the UK should be able to get it around £100, so the premium version is sold on the Levi website, I think around 120 at the moment. That you can't find them discounted. Bear in mind there are two types. I think Amazon has another version of the jacket, which is like I think £70, which I guess is like $100. Which is the non-premium version. So the way to tell whether yours is the premium version or not, and if you're looking to buy, there's a little tab underneath the leather patch. You can see that it says the Levi's premium. What the exact differences are between the premium, I'm not entirely sure. I think it's down to basically sort of stitching, quality and heft. Stitches, number of stitches per inch. I don't think there's a huge difference in it, but frankly, for the sort of extra £20 or £30 in the premium version, I would absolutely go for the premium version. So the equivalent pricing in the US is going to be about $120 to $150, depending on the wash and depending on where you're buying from, what the season is. So I think that's really solid value for a piece that is going to last well over a decade in decent care and could last more longer. The denim fade beautifully over time, and the lining tends to hold up really, really well with frequent wear. It's not the warmest jacket you'll wear, or the most technical, but it's probably one of the most timeless and somewhat most versatile. It's not a seasonal trend. It's a wardrobe staple, and it's something that you keep reaching for. You can throw it on with so many different outfits. And in terms of value, for what it costs, there are many jackets out there for £100, $120, $150 that could go with so many outfits. So, to wrap it up, the Levi Sherpa jacket is everything a good jacket should be. It's practical, it's affordable, and yeah, it's just timeless even if it was sneakle. It's got history, the style, character, and that only gets better with age. If you want one jacket that could go from awesome to winter, from vintage to modern, then this is the one you want. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, hit the like, subscribe, walk me your breakdowns, and let me know in the comments. How do you style your Sherpa jacket? I'll see you all soon.